Hi everyone, Adam with you today alongside an incredibly interesting cardboard box. Today I'm going to be unboxing this Pterinochilus murinus tarantula. It's the Usambara variant colour form and it's a girl. The Invert Kingdom UK were kind enough to hook me up with this one. It's been a wish list tarantula of mine for a while. Don't want to ramble too long because I just want to get her safely into her enclosure. Before I do run and get her into her enclosure though, I just want to give a big shout out to Sidex and the Invert Kingdom UK. Great communication, been super nice guy, and just to make everyone aware who's watching, they're going to start selling at invert shows. So if you see them, keep an eye out for them and give them some business because they do it right. Okay, so I'm going to try and build the enclosure now for the OBT, the Pterinochilus murinus Usambara. I've chosen this Arachnosis fossorial M not because the OBT is technically a fossorial species, it's just because I've seen a lot of these guys badly set up with no space between their burrows and the top of the enclosures, and all it seems to do is piss off the spider. So this fossorial enclosure gives me plenty of room so I can get ample substrate in, a few anchor points for webbing, and still not drastically annoy the tarantula when I'm doing any maintenance. So let's get this open and make a start. Yeah, there we go, that looks fantastic. That's exactly what we need. Okay, right, that's looking good. Let's tidy as we go, like a good chef. Right, so I'm ready to try something that I haven't tried before, which is one of these cork bark backings. Hopefully it'll make it look a bit more attractive and also cut a bit of the light out, make the spider feel a bit more secure, and hopefully means I'll see more of her. So let's just get this open and get it in there, see if that works. That's it, Adam, use your tools, you're not a chimpanzee, they're more advanced than you. So I did say 30 centimetres, so hopefully this fits. There we go, that's perfect. Looks alright actually, yeah, not bad, not bad. Okay, so next, I used to mix my own substrate, but I find these custom substrates from the spider shop aren't actually too expensive and are really fit for purpose. So this is the Arid Earth one, developed for dry species like the OBT is. So I'm going to give a good dollop of this. Yeah, they've got sort of they've got rainforest. They've got I think a specific burrowing one. So I used to mix my own substrate, but I'm just confident that these are fit for purpose and work every time. So it's no-brainer to grab them. Obviously, it's probably not an option if you've got loads and loads and loads of spiders, but I don't have a huge collection by any stretch of the imagination, so allows me to be a bit lazier. Let's get that patted down. Another thing, tarantulas do not like substrate that's soft and non-compacted. Freak out a little bit. Alright, I've got another packet, so let me just go and fetch that. Okay, another pack going in. Open that a bit wider out. There we go. That's a good amount of substrate there. super excited about building this because I've wanted an Usambara variant OBT for a long time. So I'm super grateful for the Invert Kingdom UK hooking me up. Right then. Now what I wanted to do, I've got this sort of stony rock cave that I wanted to make part of the landscape in there. So I'm going to put this possibly here. To tell you the truth, I might even go in with some more substrate. It's going to open that entrance a bit. Definitely no substrate Scrooges in this household. There's people who are incapable of opening a plastic bag properly, but definitely no substrate Scrooges. Okay, let's see how that goes. I want a bit of that revealed, just so. It looks nice and natural. A bit more. Try and encourage her with a starter burrow there. That's looking good. Now I think it needs a bit of colour. I always like, I know you can go out and collect these, but this is peak laziness by me. Some of these habitat boxes from the spider shop, I think they look really nice with the moss. I think I might go for this desert grass as well, this little grass plant in the corner. Okay, quite like that. Let's get some of these logs. Whoops, don't know my own strength. Right then, needs to be a bit more non-uniform. Yeah, let's just poke that down. Okay, I've got a water dish. Even dry species appreciate a bit of water. So I'm going to pop that at the front here. Or would it look better on the other side? Maybe it looks better on the other side. I think that looks pretty good. I might just grab some leaf litter and see how that looks. Didn't have any leaf litter, but I've got some of this black and white in. That'll look quite nice. Just to give it a bit of contrast. Yeah, decided to do it on the kitchen worktop today. Excuse the expression. Insert winky face .jpeg here, just as I've got a bit more room. And I've just found this little red plant that I'll try and incorporate just because I'm a sucker for a bit of colour. But yeah, that looks pretty good. I think that's going to be just fine for her, and I hope she's happy there when she comes tomorrow. So yeah, think of a name and comment, because for one of the rare occasions actually haven't got a name, but pretty happy with that. And now let's get her in there. Right then, let's get in and unbox this beauty. Some stickers. Cheers, Invert Kingdom UK. Oh no, the dreaded packing peanuts. It's really well packed though, so this is something, while I'm complaining about, you can't really complain, because you do want to see your spiders coming packaged like this, packaged well, packaged comfortably. Okay. Make sure there's nothing in there, nothing left in the box. But what we do have is the Pterinochilus murinus OBT. I'm not going to let her run free in the kitchen. I'm going to get the enclosure first, and let's get her in there. Okay, a few things before I get going. I've got my poke and prod. Got my catch cup just in case, and what I'm going to do before I do anything is fill up the water dish, just so it doesn't antagonise her when she's in there. I know there's certain YouTubers who've made a subscriber base out of pissing off tarantulas with water dish activities, but I'm not that kind of bellend. Oh. So here we go. Best open the enclosure first, Ed. Right, I'm going to bring it a little bit closer to the camera. Neglected to think of one thing. One thing I am going to grab is these tweezers, because I ain't the motherfucker to be rummaging around in here with just my fingers. So it's important to remember, as says the warning, old world tarantula means pokey, potent, nasty venom. I've said many times that I think that the reputation of old world tarantulas is sometimes overestimated, but also it's still not something you should take lightly. Not if getting nipped can potentially send you to the hospital, so I'm going to be super careful. I'm going to open it in the enclosure, so if she bolts, she's in there. Just going to check. Oh wow, aren't you beautiful? Oh my goodness, how gorgeous. Yeah, she's a little bit small for this enclosure yet, but give you a closer look at her. She is a little bit small for this enclosure at the moment, but I'm sure she'll grow into it. There she is. Sorry, I forgot to focus. How absolutely beautiful. See? she's just a little bit timid, so I'm just going to try and get her out the enclosure. Hopefully that'll give you a good enough view when I coax her out. See if she'll go into here. Yeah, go on little one. There you go. Wow, aren't you gorgeous? Nope, you don't want to go that way. Well, at least she likes the cork bark backing, that's quite nice. What an absolutely beautiful girl. But yeah, she's in her house. Hopefully she'll find it comfortable soon. She's probably a bit panicky from being in the post and the journey, etc. Again, I haven't named this tarantula, so name suggestions in the comments, please, if you've got them. Strangely lacking inspiration for once. I was going to call her Mick Hucknall, but that's cruel. So yeah, any comments and name suggestions, fire them in. But wow, she's amazing. Thank you, Invert Kingdom UK. Well, that went really well. She's happily exploring her new home, as you can see in these images here. My one concern was that the enclosure might be a bit big upon seeing the size of her when she came out, but generally the rule of thumb is the fall distance from the top of the enclosure to the substrate shouldn't be more than twice the leg span of your tarantula. She's not far off that, and they grow relatively quickly, so she's going to be hitting that vague criteria soon anyway. Plus I've got nothing sharp or spiky in there for her to fall on, so I feel relatively safe. It's another good tip: don't fill your enclosure full of stuff that looks nice to you but could harm the tarantula in a fall, because it's a recipe for disaster. I've heard of it happening multiple times. Yes, make a nice looking enclosure, but don't endanger the animal just because you want it to look pretty on your shelf. The animal should always come first. She's already molted in my care, which is really good. I will try and get a picture of her little fangs on the screen now. I'm going to try and provide updates as I do with all the spiders I've got. Hopefully dispel a few myths about this species being absolute monsters, because I genuinely don't believe that is the case if you show them respect. And to me, you shouldn't be just showing an animal or a pet respect because it can harm you. You should be showing that animal that respect because you love it and you're privileged to keep it. So hopefully I can show her off in future for you guys. And yeah, if you've got any name suggestions, please pop them in the comments below. I'm weirdly lacking inspiration. I'll let everyone know what I've picked in the next video and over on Instagram. Thanks for watching.